Hey, welcome to the most comprehensive Helium 10 Cerebro tutorial on the internet with timestamps included down in the description of this video for your awesome viewing experience. Helium 10 Cerebro is a tool that allows you to extract keywords from your competition on Amazon and potentially use them in your own listings. This is a reverse ASIN tool. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use it and I'm going to walk you through all the parts of this tool. Everything that you're seeing here on the screen, we're going to go one by one and I'm going to explain you exactly what this means and also potentially how to use it for your keyword research. And also we're going to go through all the parts here. The reason I'm making that is that I saw that similar videos sometimes have great practices, but there's no one video that kind of shows you everything in one video. So I want to do this like the go-to video for Helium 10 Cerebro. So you'll be able to find everything that you need about this tool with also best practices. And the next thing I want to tell you that Helium 10 Cerebro is free to use. You're going to be able to create a free Helium 10 account with a free trial. There's going to be a link down in the description of this video to do so. And also this link will include discounts for Helium 10, such as VOVA 50, which gives you 50% off your first month on Helium, or VOVA 10, which gives you 10% every month on Helium 10 while you're a member. To create your free account, simply click here on Get Started Today. It will take you to this landing page. Well, you'll be able to simply create your free account. Quite simple, that is, right? And VOVA is my name. I'm a seller on Amazon, been selling there since late 2016. On this channel, you're gonna find tons of related to Amazon FBA videos, over 220 videos, all for you to be better on Amazon and reach your goals. So another thing I wanna do before we start, I wanna tell you that there's a Helium 10 listing optimization course on this channel, Amazon listing optimization course with Helium 10. Playlist link is going to be down in the description, and here you'll be able to create a full and working Amazon listing from A to Z. I teach you how to do that and it's free with no upsells, literally full free course and 13 lessons, about 2.5 hours of content where I show you from zero to hero how to create a listing, from a level that you don't even know how to do that to a level that you have a fully working listing with keyword research, keyword optimization, copywriting as well. I explain like what pictures are good for listing and whatnot. 13 lessons free on YouTube, link in the description. Also available on Udemy if you want. We're almost on 4,000 students there with a pretty good rating of 4.7 from 208 reviews. So I would say that I did my best in this course for you. So I would recommend you taking it here on YouTube though, because it's 2 bonus lessons, but also on Udemy it is without the 2 bonus lessons. So better do it on YouTube, but also gonna have both the links. And now let's go start the tutorial. So we're starting the tutorial right now inside the Cerebro, and as I mentioned, this is the tool that allows you to extract keywords from your competition. Our goal is to extract the most relevant keywords for our product so we can potentially rank there and gather the most sales, because we're going to be visible on as many relevant keywords as possible. So what I did here is I gathered a few products here for potentially taking keywords out of these products. Let me show you how I did it. So usually what I do, I would go to Amazon.com if you're selling on Amazon.com. And by the way, Cerebro is available on different markets such as Amazon.com, Canada, Mexico, Germany, Spain, Italy, France, England or Great Britain, that is, India, and also Netherlands. Maybe it's going to be more markets in the future, but I'm going to use Amazon.com. So for example, I want to sell kitchen scissors, or I'm already selling kitchen scissors, right? And I want to find the best keywords. So what I do is I type in the biggest keyword, which is kitchen scissors for this type of product. And then what I would do is I would use the Helium 10 Chrome extension to help me and gather all the products in one place. And this is the Helium 10 Chrome extension that I'm using right now. There's a tool inside called the X-Ray Amazon Product Research, which does the next thing. It allows you to have all the products from this page on kind of one place, and it gives you a lot of data about these products, such as the amount of sales that it does, amount of reviews, the prices of the products, the ASINs, the brands, and a bunch of other stuff. Now, I'm gonna tell you that there's a full tutorial on this channel for X-Ray, for this tool, for Helium 10 Chrome extension, about 50-minute full tutorial. I'm gonna link it down in the description for you if you wanna watch it later on, but we are gonna need only a specific part of this extension. So what do we do in order to find the best keywords? Usually I would segment it by sales. So I would click on sales here and I will see the listings that do the most sales for this keyword. And then if I'm selling, for example, a similar type of scissors, which are kitchen scissors, or I want to sell a similar type to this type, say, I would look at the pictures of this product. So I want to see similar scissors and maybe not something that is too different. For example, these are a bit different scissors, right? These are multi-purpose, they're office scissors as well as it says here, but they're not too relevant for me. although they are still appearing here, right? But they are not that relevant for me. They're making a lot of sales, right? 15,000 per month. But as you can see here on the left, we can see the placement of the product is placed number 43. So it's still ranking for kitchen scissors, but not super kind of relevant. But scissors like that will be relevant to us. So I want to have the most relevant scissors and also in the same price range pretty much. So what I did is I found this kind of scissors here, $10.97. This one is $10.99. Here we have $8.95, so about the same price, and the scissors look the same. Here's another one that's $19.95, but it looks the same. It's like a 2-pack, which we can still include kind of thing. It is kind of, you may include 2-packs if they are of similar products, but if it's a 2-pack of a same product and an additional complementary product that looks different, you might want to skip it. So anyway, I took like 5 competitors here that are making the most sales. And now I have all of them selected, right? What I can do from here is I can click on Run Keyword Search and it will take these products to Cerebro so I can start extracting the keywords. Let me just save you time here because I already loaded it here. So essentially once it loads, you're gonna see that all these ASINs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ASINs, totally ranked for 17,229 keywords. You can see this in the distribution part and in total keywords here. So just think of it, all these 5 products are all ranking for 17,229 keywords, and they are all relevant products to us. However, not all the keywords might be relevant. So from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the parts of Cerebro here. And also we're going to see how we can narrow down this list of keywords to find the more relevant keywords to our listing. So let's start by going through each part here. So first part is Learn. If you click on Learn, you're going to get to the learning videos of Helium 10 itself with Bradley Sutton. Great videos, and I do recommend you checking them out as well to learn extra techniques and ideas for Cerebro and how to use it. Next part is the market that we're going to be searching for these keywords on. Of course, because we've found the keywords on Amazon US previously in the search, we're going to select Amazon.com. Then there's the history part. History means that if you ever had a search on Cerebro and then you closed the tab for some reason, or you just had a search and you forgot about it, you have it all here under history. It's a really nice thing. And the next thing is common words. It's custom list of the most commonly used words, primarily articles, pronouns, and conjunctions. So essentially what you can do is you can add words here that you don't want to see appearing in your search as well. And this will be here forever. So for each search that you're going to be doing in the future, common words are going to be excluded from. Next is deleted words. If you delete specific words from the current search results, so for example, we have all these big keywords, the big list, and if you want to delete specific keyword by clicking on X here, then it will simply delete it and put it in the deleted words list. So from this list, you can get them back. Then there's the export part. So you can essentially export all these keywords to CSV or Excel to further work with them. Or you can put them to Frankenstein or to copy to clipboard. So Frankenstein means that it's a keyword processing tool for keyword research essentially. I'm not going to be using it in this video lesson, but it's included in the lessons in the free Helium 10 listing optimization course that I mentioned before in the video, which is linked down in the description for you. So that's export here. You can also copy to clipboard some phrases that you have. So for example, if you have specific amount of phrases, for example, which we're gonna gather in a bit, we're gonna have like 30 phrases that we found. We can just simply copy to clipboard and then we can put them to, for example, your index checker, or we can put it inside the keyword tracker to track these keywords. Now here we're gonna have all the list of the ASINs that we have kind of transferred here. We can add ASINs here and we can add up to 10 ASINs to play with, to extract keywords from. And the first ASIN is going to be our main ASIN. We're going to be talking about that in a bit. That's the main ASIN. And the other one are going to be called as competing ASINs. And totally we can have up to 10. Next one is exact ASIN match. And what that means here is in Cerebro, we ignore keywords associated with variations of specific ASINs when this option is checked. So for example, if there's an ASIN that has a few variations, or actually a product that has a few variations, a few ASINs that are variations, maybe we can use that for the future, variations, it will have only the exact ASIN, only one specific variation, all right? So for example, if one of the scissors would have like 3 variations and we want only one variation that has 1 pack and not 2 pack of the scissors, you click on exact ASIN match. So that will be the exact ASIN match. Next thing is get keywords. So essentially we're just gonna get keywords from these ASINs, what we did beforehand from the X-ray. You can do the same here. or we can get competitors. What essentially it does is if you click on that, it's going to give you more suggestions for competitors, and you can add specific competitors to these kind of ASINs. And essentially here you can see more connected competitors, if you may. Why I don't use this usually? Because we don't have the price here. Like, that's what I don't really like, because in the extra you can see the price as well. Here we cannot, but we can see the picture at least. So for example, if we found, you see this one is kind of a similar product, we can add this product as well to the competitors list, and now it is added, as you can see. But let's remove it for now because we already have everything ready. Next part here is ASINs, so we can see all the ASINs here, just if you want to have visual look at them. If you click here on the ASIN itself, it will open it on Amazon, so you can go through them here. Next part is distribution. So we have the total keywords that these products are ranking for. Then we have organic keywords. It says keyword phrases detected in the top 306 organic search results and in which this product appears. 306 organic results. Let me show you what this means. So for example, if we go to Amazon, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., etc., and we're gonna have about 7 pages of products here, and this is going to be essentially these 11,000 organic keywords that are going to be in 306 kind of first positions on the Amazon search. So these are the most relevant, at least in terms of Amazon is showing them, at least in their search. There are more keywords, but they're not showing here because they're not in the top 306. Next one is the top sponsored keywords. That's keyword phrases detected in which this product appears among the top 96 sponsored ad search results. So that means we have these sponsored products here. As you can see, sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. So sponsored has less placements on the page, but there is showing in Cerebro the 96 positions of the sponsored in search results. So these are showing a total of 6,468 sponsored keywords. And then there's Amazon recommended. That's keyword phrases detected that Amazon recommends for this product's paid ads. This is pulled from inside Amazon, and this is kind of a list that Amazon itself recommends for PPC. Now, this list is not necessarily going to be fully relevant, but Amazon thinks it is. So for example, for all of these 5 ASINs and products, 2,400 keywords are recommended for pay-per-click inside of Amazon. It pulls the data from there and just puts it here. We can later segment our results here on the filtered keywords based on this parameter as well. Next is frequently bought together, products detected as showing up in the frequently bought together section of an Amazon listing. So what it shows is sometimes, for example, if we pull out, let's say this product, there is the frequently bought together part here, as you can see, and Cerebro is going to show what products are frequently bought together with these products. So it's showing these, but they're are changing products here. So sometimes in the frequently bought together, we're gonna have, as you can see here, we have this type of scissors and this type of scissors. Sometimes something else might come here. Frequently bought together means people add to cart together these products and buy them together. So that's frequently bought together part, which you can also see here. If you click here on view all frequently bought together, it's actually gonna take you to black box into product targeting, and it's gonna show you similar products again to the products that you're searching for. But frequently bought together is like the main ones are showing up here. It will be changing also with each search or with time. Next one is called word frequency. Number of times a keyword appears alone or as part of phrase in search results. So for all these 5 ASINs, we can see that it's appearing on these keywords, and these are the most popular keywords essentially, like kitchen, scissors, knife, shears, set, steel, stainless, cooking, cutter, etc., etc. There are tons of keywords here. Now I gotta tell you that, for example, if you're looking for products and keywords for your specific product and yours is not connected to set, okay, set is not a keyword that you want to use, you can exclude this keyword further from your search. So for example, we have the keyword set here, right? And our product is not a set, it's just like scissors without anything else, no set here. We can click here on exclude phrases that contain. I'm jumping here along to this place, but I just want to do that for the example. So here's set. We can type in the keyword set here, so it will not be showing for us any keywords that include the keyword set. Okay, now it's gone from the search. So instead of 16,000 something filter keywords, it's now showing 15,000 because the word set is not included. So in this way you can use the exclude phrases, and also in this way you can use this word frequency. All right, this way you can understand better what are the most popular keywords in your niche or what people are looking for. So for example, if we can see that stainless or stainless steel is very popular word frequency here, That means people are probably looking for something that is not going to rust, hence people are using stainless steel. Or heavy duty, that means people want heavy duty scissors for hard kitchen tasks, for example. And a bunch of other stuff here in the word frequency. Again, if you want more use cases for this, you can check out this free listing optimization course that I mentioned. And then let's get into the other parameters. There's the search volume parameter. So estimated number of times this keyword or phrase is searched for monthly. So for example, we want to find keywords that have at least 1,000 searches per month, all right? From all the 17,000 keywords that we found, we click on apply and boom. Now it narrowed down to only 734 keywords that are available to check out here in this nice table down there, which we're also going to go through. So in this way, if we are kind of narrowing down the search volume and we want to see the bigger search volume, we can also find the strongest keywords in the niche. So for example, if we take 5,000 search volume, we have only 132 keywords that have search volume over 5,000. So this will show the biggest keywords that are being searched for on Amazon. So that's the search volume parameter. The next parameter is called Cerebro IQ score, which is here. Essentially, it says score based on the ratio of estimated search volume versus number of competing products. A high score means a relatively high number of searches compared to the number of competitors. A low score means the opposite. So what does that mean again? So we have the search volume and the number of competing products. So if we go down here, we can see Cerebro IQ score, right? That's the score. And then we have the search volume and the number of competing products. So if the number of competing products is going to be lower and the search volume is going to be higher, that means there's less competition for this keyword. Now, I gotta tell you that this is not a parameter that I use too much myself, and the reason for this is competing products might be not specifically scissors that we're looking for. Maybe competing products will also be different types of scissors, so maybe office scissors will pop in there, or some cutlery scissors, all right? So competing products is not the best parameter, and also Cerebro IQ score is not the best parameter in my opinion to use. But for example, if we want to base this search on this kind of criteria, we can search for high Cerebro IQ score, all right? So again, that's search volume versus competing products, and the IQ score is going to be higher once we have less competing products and more search volume. So for example, we can search from all these keywords like Cerebro IQ score of 10,000 at least, right? And we're gonna click on apply. So these keywords from 16,000, it narrowed down to 287 because Cerebro IQ score is higher, yes. Again, this is gonna be showing you keywords that potentially have less competing products and more search volume. So for example, as here, Kershaw Kitchen Scissors has only 70 competing products, but has 383 search volume. Hence, the Cerebro IQ score is higher. Now, Kershaw probably is a brand name, so it depends. Sometimes you're gonna have brand names that appear in the high Cerebro IQ score, but sometimes we might just find those nice keywords that just are not that populated by competitors because they were not able to find specific keywords connected to these phrases, and or at least did not include these phrases inside their listings. So that's Cerebro IQ score. I'm not really using that too much, but you can try and use this parameter. Next one is position rank. Position. The first ASIN in multi-ASIN search holds in Amazon search result. So this is going to be talking about this specific product, the first in the search results, the Q6G4 ASIN, and that's going to show the position of the ASIN, okay, in this multi-search on Amazon search results. So for example, if you want to see this product and all the positions that are between 1 and 5 for this product, so that's, or 1 and 4, I excellently did it, 1 to 5, all right? And then I'm going to click on apply. So we're going to see about 356 keywords that this product is appearing on position number 1 to 5. So these are keywords he's doing relatively well on them. So if we're basing our keyword research on that, we can look at these keywords and say, all right, so he's doing quite well there because he's positioned quite well. If he's positioned high on Amazon, that means that on these keywords he's getting the sales, he's getting the conversions. So from 1 to 5, he's positioned on 356 keywords. Kitchen scissors sharp, kitchen scissors heavy duty, sharp kitchen shears, and he's positioned 1 to 5. So that's position rank, and again, how we can best leverage that. So pretty much in the same way that I showed you. So if you take this product and you want to see where he's ranking on position 1 to 16, for example, with a search volume of keywords minimum 500. So we're relatively bigger keywords, and with position 1 to 16. So this product is ranking on 100 keywords for page 1 on search volume of minimum 500. So these keywords again can be potentially good for us to take from this product or this ASIN and put it into our listing, all right? But later on, we're gonna see how we can leverage all the competitors and see where all of them are ranking. That's why actually I selected a few competitors here. Next one is word count, the number of keywords in search phrase. So for example, kitchen scissors has 2 words inside it. Kitchen scissors big has 3. This way we can detect the long tail keywords. So for example, we're gonna have here 4 words. So that means, say, kitchen scissors, heavy duty, all right? We can click on apply here and let's see what it gives us. So it shows 4,848 keywords that are long tail keywords. And we can find even longer tail keywords, so 5 words, all right? So in this way, we're gonna see, of course, less keywords. We're gonna see 1,442 keywords, but then we can say, all right, let's see which of these long tail keywords are ranking between position 1 and 16. So top of page 1, actually page 1. So we have 59 long tail keywords that are ranking on position from 1 to 16. And that's pretty cool because again, these are keywords that are long tail keywords that can potentially be very strong keywords for buying intent, because once a keyword is long tail, the longer the keyword, the higher usually buying intent is. So for example, if someone is searching for kitchen scissors, yes, he might be interested in buying kitchen scissors, but he perhaps is less interested and less laser focused than somebody who types in best kitchen scissors heavy duty. The person typing this in wants the best kitchen scissors that are also heavy duty. He's very narrowed down on what he wants to buy. So we have this phrase in this way. So this word count is gonna show us specific phrases that we can use. Now, word count 1, for example, we can apply here and we will see words like scissors, for example, or kitchen, which is of course fine, but usually it's also automatically selected here is going to be 2, because usually if one word keywords like scissors or kitchen, it's too broad, okay? But it also depends on your product. Maybe your product is 1 word count product and it's going to be very relevant. So look at this one as well. Automatically it's going to be 2 here when you just load Cerebro. So look at that always. Next one is match type, source from which a keyword is drawn. And what does that mean? We have organic, sponsored, and recommended. So if we want to see only the organic keywords, all right, so we'll click here on organic, we'll see only keywords that are showing for the organic search. So that means not the pay-per-click search keywords. And we have 11,543 keywords that are only organic, all right? What does it mean? For example, if we want to see sponsored products that the ASINs are sponsored for, that's 6,266 keywords. All right, and then you might be like, let's see the sponsored products that are again showing on page number 1. So we can see where people are actually showing their sponsored ads at. Okay, 690 keywords now that have on page number 1 the sponsored ads. But maybe you would like to see the top of search. Usually it's 1 or 2 kind of ads in the top of search. And we'll click here on apply, and we're gonna see that top of search is only showing for 152 keywords for the sponsored match type. So these are gonna be keywords that are doing the top of search. So that means this is usually when top of search is done in PPCs, where people really want to get the most clicks and hopefully also the most sales, because this even appears before the, let me show you, it appears before the organic products. So you can see here we have these 4 products, they're top of search with pay-per-click, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we check the 1, 2 position. So that's pretty cool. And this is the match type. We can see the same for the Amazon recommended. As I mentioned, Amazon recommended is what Amazon itself recommends for PPC, or organic. That's the match type. It says here source from which a keyword is drawn. And the next part is Amazon's choice. Filter keyword results based on the Amazon choice badge status. So some keywords on Amazon might get this really nice Amazon's choice badge. Let's see if we see it here. Yes, we can see it here. So this is Amazon's choice. This is a badge that potentially gives you more click-through rate and even perhaps more conversion rate, because customers on Amazon perceive it as Amazon choosing this product, but just our algorithms are choosing this product. But still, it really helps you with the CTR and also with conversion. Now, I gotta tell you that some keywords are gonna have this choice, some not. So if we scroll down here, we can see that for the sharp kitchen scissors, there is Amazon's choice badge. And because it's showing here as like a kind of blurred choice, it says here that Amazon choice badge owned by a different product. So not the first product here, by a different product from any products on Amazon. So what's really cool about this filter is that we can see already keywords that have the Amazon's choice. That means these keywords are already picked by Amazon as a keyword that has the choice. That means there's already traffic that we know about, and potentially you can even get the badge for better clicks, conversions, etc. So if we choose the Amazon's choice here for analyze product, that's for this product specifically, and then we click on apply, we're gonna see all the keywords that this has Amazon's Choice for. And this product doesn't have any Amazon's Choice for, all right, but for other products, let's see if any other products that are competing have this one. And we can see 10,648 keywords have Amazon's Choice badge. That's pretty cool. When you're going to be looking for the relevant keywords for your listing, you can only pick keywords with Amazon's Choice. Not necessarily this is the best idea, but these keywords are already ones that have gotten the Choice badge. That means they've already gotten sales, and we know about that for sure because Amazon's Choice is kind of an indicator for that. And we can take it as no badges for the other products or analyst products, right? That's the Amazon's Choice. Pretty cool thing. And these are the basic filters, all right? And of course, as we saw before, once we apply the filters, we're gonna have the results appearing down here. And now let's go through the advanced filters. There are 13 advanced filters, and I wanna show you how to use all of them. Let's start right now. So the first advanced filter we have is sponsored rank average, and together hand in hand with it goes sponsored rank count. What does average mean at all? Average appears because we have a few ASINs selected here, and we can kind of select averages between them. So we can see the average of their sponsored ads. Let me give you a little example here. So for example, we have 3 ASINs, and one has his average sponsored rank at 50. So he's showing on the specific given keyword for position 50 for sponsored. The next one is showing for position 100, and the third one is showing for position 150, just for example. So together that's 300. And the sponsor rank average is going to be 300/3, so the average between them is going to be 100, if that makes sense. So as you can see here, sponsor rank average position detected out of all of the products, and sponsor results. All right, and together with this comes sponsor rank count, so number of queried products detected with sponsored ads for keywords, for the keywords. So that means we want to see at least, say, 4 products of what we have here from the ones that are appearing that have the sponsor rank average, for example, 1 to 5. 1 to 5 means very top of, well, not specifically top of page 1, but usually it would be page 1. For example, for Kitchen Caesars, we have 4 appearing here as top of search even actually, and we have 1 sponsored ad as a video ad here, so that's number 5, and we have 4 more here, or actually 3 more, that's 8 already. So, and then 9 here. So we have about, say, well, 9, 10. We're gonna have, say, 10 keywords appearing on page number 1. So let's even take it further. We wanna see sponsor rank of between 1 to 5 on 4 of these products. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's click on apply. And we're gonna see that on 24 keywords, 4 of them are appearing, and their sponsor rank average is 1 to 4. Let me show you here a bit more in detail. So let's take the Kitchen Caesars keyword. And we have our ASIN, the main ASIN that is showing up here. The G4 is gonna be in bold here, kind of. We can see it here. We can see it here once we hover over the sponsor rank count. We can see that on position number 2, we have another ASIN. Our selected ASIN is showing is position number 4. Then there's position number 5 and position number 6. So if we add 6 plus 5, that's going to be 11. Plus 4, this is going to be, what is it going to be? 11 plus 4, that's going to be 15. Plus 2 is going to be 17. 17/4 is about 4 point something, but there's no point, so it's about 4. All right, so what does it mean? That all of them are showing very high for this keyword. And what does this mean to us? And their sponsor rank average therefore is 4. These keywords are very lucrative because all of them decided to show their PPC ads there. And for example, I have another one. We have Kitchen Shears or Sears Heavy Duty. That's a spelling mistake, but still all of them are showing their PPC ads here because it's a very, probably for them, very converting keyword. Or also all of them decided to appear for Kitchen Caesars Heavy Duty. We have 4 of them appearing here, and their positions are 1, 3, 5, 6, so their sponsor rank average is 4. So in this way you can find the good keywords for your PPC as well based on real results of your competition. So sponsor rank and sponsor rank average is pretty cool. You can use them kind of together. Let's go and blend the searches here. The next one is Amazon recommended rank, which is kind of similar. That's also PPC connected thing. So for example, we want to see average recommended rank by Amazon from 1 to 5, for example. That's what average rank of recommended between, say, 5 of these products. We want 5 of them all to have average rank of Amazon recommended 5, from 1 to 5 at least, on average. So let's see if we can even find something like this. No, that's very narrowed down criteria because again, we wanted to see all the 5 of the given ASINs having average of 1 to 5 on given keywords. There were no such keywords because maybe one was showing for position number 200 and the other ones were showing for position number 1, 2, 3, 4, but the average is still going to be way higher. So let's see if we can take it from 1 to 20, let's say, okay? Amazon recommended rank would be 1 to 20, which is still kind of high. And we can see that only one keyword is showing for such Amazon recommended. So we have 5 of the ASINs here, as you can see. One is showing in position number 1, second was position number 2, and then the other positions all together lead to an average of 20, but only one keyword. Let's try 4 of the ASINs, all right? We find only 2 Amazon recommended keywords with such a criteria. So this criteria might be a bit harder because sometimes not for all the ASINs we have Amazon recommended, all right? And it's up to you to use Amazon recommended, but it's, in my opinion, very good to use sponsored rank because it's already showing what are they using right now. What Amazon recommends is, sometimes it can be good, sometimes not, but sponsored is already saying you good things. So as I showed you before, you can kind of narrow it down to the strongest sponsored PPC kind of ads ranks in order to see where all of the strong competitors are ranking with their PPC together. So they're all trying to suck in the sales from there because it's probably pretty good. Right? Next one is relative rank. So rank of the main ASIN relative to its competitors. For example, if 2 competitors are ranked better than the main ASIN, the relative rank will be 3. Let me explain you. That's a pretty interesting thing. And let's see the relative rank. So let's choose this one. So relative rank is number 2 here. So for this PPC keyword, for this, what was that? Amazon recommended, we have our product on position number 2. So relative rank is number 2. There's someone who's ahead of us, he's the number 1, and from all the 5, other 3 are behind us. So what we can do with this? Let's get back to all the keywords here together. Let's pull out the 16,000. Let's see where our relative rank is better to all of them, to this product, all right? We click on apply because I've selected relative rank to be from 1 to 1. So on 5,444 keywords, we actually have this product as relative rank 1. So let's see here. Let's see relative rank 1. He's much higher than the others. All right, that's pretty cool, but that kind of makes sense because this is one of the best sellers. But let's see where his ranking is not that good, where he is ranking position number 5, where his relative rank is actually bad compared to the competition. Let's see if we can find such keywords. And we have only 6 keywords where he is relative on number 5. So for example, for this keyword, he is showing position number 92, okay? And he's relatively 5th on the number of the ASINs. So someone's position number 8, someone's position number 14. So there are some people in the top of search, and this is the keyword herb Caesars. Now, what he can try to do, if this is relevant keyword to him, he can try and rank it better. Maybe he sees like, all right, I found a keyword where I'm kind of relevant, but I'm ranking in a bad position. Maybe I can try rank here. Maybe I can push this keyword to my bullet points, or maybe I can put it inside my title even to have more impact there, all right? So this is the relative rank. We can put relative rank, for example, from 4 to 5, which is still gonna show where we are not as good, but not on the last place. And now we can see 74 keywords. All right, interesting. And for example, want to do search volume, the biggest search volume. We click here and we see scissors all purpose. We are relative number 4. So we are on position number 40 here. All right, and 3 of them, or at least 2 of them, are somewhere on page number 1, and that's a keyword with 8,500 search volume, and that might be very kind of relevant to our product. So we can either use these keywords in our listing, maybe we don't even have them nowhere in our listing, and we can try to rank here even with PPC. All right, so relative rank is essentially a nice way to see how we're standing against the competition. Where are we doing better? Where are we doing worse? Very nice parameter, all right? And the next filter here is competitor rank average. So that's average rank of competitor ASINs, and ASINs that did not rank are ignored in this calculation. So that's the average rank of the competing ASINs, and it comes together with ranking competitors, which is number of competitor ASINs that ranked for the given phrase. So for example, there is a specific phrase where 4 of our competitors are ranking, and the competitor rank average for these phrases is going to be, let's say, 1 to 10. Very high average, very good positions probably for all the competitors. So let's click on apply and let's see what it gives us. Now it's talking about competitors. That means this product is the selected product, and we're talking only about the competing product. So in this way we can see where, again, we are not doing that well, or we are doing actually well. So let's see, there are 16 filtered keywords that it found for us. And we have the kitchen Caesars, sharp kitchen Caesars, let's say sharp kitchen Caesars. We can see that ranking competitor count is 4, so all 4 are ranking for this phrase, and competitor rank average is 7.5, and we have relative rank 3 here. So we're ranking on number 4, which is pretty good, but our competitors are ranking on number 1, 2, 9, and 18. So again, 18 plus 9 is going to be what? 27, plus 2 is going to be 29, plus 1 is going to be 30. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5 ranking average of the competitors. Again, in this way, we can see where our competitors performing well. And of course, because our product is one of the best sellers, usually it's going to have also relative rank here pretty good to them. Yes, but again, if we found where our relative is not good and where our competition is doing well, that's pretty good, because then we can uncover phrases for ourselves that are not that well, especially if we already have a product. But if we're just looking for products, then again, we can see how the competition and where is it all doing well, where many competitors are doing well. Because if many competitors, again, are doing well somewhere, probably this keyword is going to be lucrative for us as well. Of course, we should be looking better than them and maybe have some improvements, but that's a very good thing. All right, let's go back. Let's remove these filters. And the next one is competitor performance. And that's a very interesting parameter here. What it says here is competitor performance index is a measure of how successful the listed competitors are as a group for a given keyword. So it kind of takes in consideration, if we go down here, I'm going to show you this parameter here. It starts from 10 to 0. So let's assume we have 16,000 keywords, and we're gonna click on competitor score here. And in this way, we're gonna, oh, that's now showing the not the best keywords actually. Let's click again. Now it's gonna show the best competitor score here. So we have competitor score 10. That's the highest kind of on the scale. So what does it mean? Competitor score is where most of the competitors are ranking, and their competitor rank average is also going to be quite good, quite low, so to say. So for example, the first keyword here, we have sharp kitchen scissors, which kind of makes sense to you, right? Everybody wants sharp kitchen scissors, but it's so relevant, all right? Sharp is such a good keyword that 4 of the competitors have competitor rank average of 5. And that's very good, because okay, our relative rank here is number 4, but all the competitors are doing that well for this keyword. That gives it higher competitor performance score, because all of them are ranking and all of them are averaging very good positions. So if we go down this list, okay, if we see here, for example, 8.0, okay, that's also a good score, but it's a bit worth, because here we have 3 of the ranking competitors, all right? Only 3 are ranking. Yes, they're ranking with an average of 4, but only 3 of them. 1 is missing here. So these keywords potentially can be very, very golden keywords. So let's say if we go to competitor performance, which again is an index of how successful a listed competitors as a group for a given keyword. So let's say competitor performance of 10, the best keywords here. We will choose from competitor performance, 10 out of 10. We have 35 of these keywords, all right, where all of the competition is doing well. And again, we have here best kitchen scissors sharp, shears kitchen scissors sharp, scissors heavy duty, best kitchen scissors. So for these, all of them are ranking well and are ranking well and high, and everyone is ranking. So that means the keywords that are inside these phrases, and generally these phrases are all good. We would like to have these phrases perhaps in our listings, because all of the competition is doing well on them. That's a very strong and cool parameter to use, competitor performance. Very nice, because you can see the best keywords on a group of keywords. If all the group is doing well, it's giving it a good competitor performance. And next part here is competing products. So that's total number of products returned in a customer search using this keyword phrase. So we kind of talked about this as part of the Cerebro IQ score, where we have high search volume and low competing products, which gives us high Cerebro IQ score. Potential keywords that are easier to rank for because they have less competition but huge search volume, and potentially they have more sales. But what in competing products we can do, we can simply select here a specific number of competing products, say 100 maximum, and this might uncover keywords for us that don't have many competition in them. This might be many times spelling mistakes, it might be Spanish keywords, it might be also brand names that we can check. Sometimes you can rank for brand names, and putting them in your listing is kind of not that good because somebody might complain through Amazon, but you can target them with PPC, or you can place them in your listing by someone asking a question using that brand name. It might index, yes, but you can also target with PPC some specific keyword of a brand name, and if the brand name has like some search volume for it and maybe you have a better value proposition than the brand itself. Even people searching for a brand might try and buy you, but you can test it. You should test it because conversion might not be the best there. But let's see, for example, here we have different keywords. Yeah, many spelling mistakes, as you can see. Poultry shears instead of poultry. Let's see what else we have here. Tijeras para cocina, that's, I think, scissors for food. So that might be relevant, you know. So in this way, you can uncover more keywords through competing products. Pretty cool, but yeah, up to you. And the next part here is show phrases that contain. That means show phrases that contain entered keywords separated with commas. So for example, if you want to see only scissors and shears, for example, up here in the results. So, and you click here all, that means you're gonna must include all keywords or any, show if any keyword is present. So if you want to see only scissors and shears for your results, so only 37 keywords had both scissors and shears, all right? And if you want to see any of them, okay, they will show you any keywords that contain them, but they must contain scissors and shears. So we have 3,180. So and then you can again click on search volume here and you'll see hair cutting scissors, hair scissors, kitchen scissors, right? Hair is not really good for us. You can then use the next thing. You can exclude phrases that contain, all right? So you can exclude the name hair, okay? Because we saw it appearing here, but hair is not really relevant to us. So we click on apply and look what happens. Okay, we removed the hair. There were like 8 keywords that had hair. So with show phrases that contain and exclude, you can potentially see any phrases or keywords that you're interested in. So for example, if you want to see only stainless steel, all right, we want to see all the keywords that are, or any keywords that contain stainless steel. Let's see. So we have 455 keywords with stainless steel, all right? So then we can see the most relevant ones. And of course, we can always mix that with others. So for example, we can see phrases that contain stainless steel where our counter performance is at least 8, all right? So we click on apply and we have, say, 12 keywords that stainless steel is applied to them and they are performing really well. That means all of them are ranking there, or most of them, and their competitor average is pretty high as well. So in this way, you can uncover more good keywords, right? So that's show phrase. It's going to exclude phrases that contain. And the next filter here is advanced rank filter, and it's enter in minimum maximum number of ASINs you want to be appearing in a certain range of organic ranks for a keyword. So for example, we want to see all the 5 ASINs, or minimum 5 and maximum 5, appearing on page number 1, organic position 1 to say 24, all right? Let's see which keywords as a whole, all of the 5 are appearing on position 1 to 24. So we have 23 keywords that all of the competitors, including the main ASIN, so the one that we're matching it against, are all on position either 1 to 24. All right, so we have all these keywords. These are also pretty good keywords because all of our competitors are ranking for them, including us. And on position 1 and 24, so that's pretty much page number 1. So that's another pretty cool thing to uncover the good keywords pretty fast because as you can see, 5 out of 5 are ranking on page number 1. So that's pretty good. You can do a bit less, so 4 out of 5 if you want to see, so 1 is not, but we're going to still see 220 keywords where 4 of them are ranking on these higher pages. That's pretty cool, right? Because again, that shows that these are relevant keywords. Yes, maybe someone is not ranking on 1 to 24, but maybe it's because he's not indexed there, or maybe he's just a little bit after position number 24, but 4 are there. That's pretty awesome, right? And the last one of the advanced filters here is the search volume trend in 30 days. And let me explain what does that mean. That's in percentage. So we can find keywords that grew very well in the last 30 days. So for example, if we find a keyword that grew at least 100% in searches over the last 30 days and click on apply, let's see what we get here. We get 243 keywords that at least grew in 100% in the last 30 days. And what does this mean for us? Let's see. We have Clever Cutter here, is probably is a brand name. Kitchen Slicer. All right, here's Seafood Shears. For some reason, Seafood Shears grew in search volume trend, right? 217% in the last 30 days. And if we click here on search volume, we can actually see the history of the keyword. You see it grew pretty well for some reason. Now, what does this mean to us? So first is either we can place seafood shears in our listing if it's a relevant keyword for us, but also we can try and use sponsored ads on that keyword because there's so much more traffic coming in. And if we're relevant there and our scissors that we have are still going to be relevant and might sell there, we can capitalize on the traffic that's now coming in. Right? And we have different keywords here. Of course, we can segment them by having the highest on top and lowest down there, but ultimate seafood shears, again, you see, it also grew for some reason. Or kitchen scissor with cutting board grew 3,429 times, or a percentage. And that's Clever Cutter, because I know this product. This is something that maybe because of an influencer of some reason, it grew very well, and you can capitalize again with your PPC. If you're somewhat relevant to that product, you can try and test it because it has so much traffic there, but you should be relevant, of course, because otherwise they'll burn you money. But what's pretty cool, for example, we saw the seafood shears. If it's relevant to you, you can either place the keyword seafood in your listing, or you can simply try to use PPC on these keywords to kind of try to also rank there, but also get traffic and more sales. Now, what I wanted to do is walk you through all these results here that we didn't cover. So what you see here is position number 1. You can delete a keyword here. You can select a specific phrase and of course then delete it, or add to keyword list. So if you want to make a list of phrases that were the best from the computer performance score, where everybody performed well, you can create a keyword list of these keywords, for example. Then the Cerebro IQ score, what we talked about before, that is the higher the search volume, the lower the competing products, the higher the IQ score. So basically you can try and find good keywords this way as well. Search volume, of course, per month, that's estimated. The trend over past 30 days. And in this way you can find the keywords again with the trendy keywords. Sponsored ASINs, how many sponsored ASINs are being sponsored for this keyword. So that's PPC kind of ads connected to this specific keyword. Competing products, how many products return the customer search. And you can see over 1,000 here. For example, that's a very competitive keyword. But again, don't base it too much on IQ, on competing products, in my opinion, because different competing products can come up for Clever Cutter, because clever is a keyword that might contain also clever reader or something, or you know what I mean? So, or cutter can be not necessarily kitchen scissors, what we're looking now for. It can be cutter of meat. Maybe it's even a cutter that's like a knife. So yeah, competing products is not the best thing in my opinion. But then we have CPR 8-day giveaways. That's essentially how many giveaways or how many sales does the system recommend us on a period of 8 days to get to page number 1 with this. And yeah, maybe this might be right. You should be testing. Usually keywords that have more search volume will require more giveaways or sales to get to page 1. You can be testing it with lower amount of giveaways or sales because you want to see if you're at least ranking there, but that's for another video, this topic. And next one is match type. So source from which a keyword is drawn. For example, we had this distribution here. We had organic keywords, Amazon recommended, sponsored keywords, right? All these keywords. So sometimes there's going to be a keyword such as say Clever Cutter, kitchen scissors, that is also appears in organic, also in the sponsored, and also in the Amazon recommended. It just might give you a bit more relevancy of the keyword. So if it appears in all of these places, it might be more relevant using it in your listing. But again, Clever Cutter is a brand name, so it's up to you. And sponsored rank average is, as we talked before, average position detected out of all the products and sponsored results. So we have 2 products here, as we can see, the G4 and 216 ASINs that are using sponsored for this keyword. Their average is 56, so 49 plus 63 is 56. Then we have Amazon recommended rank. There we have Amazon recommended rank count. So we have 4 of the ASINs using this for Amazon recommended with PPC. Their average is 201, so they're not really using this too much. It's somewhere bottom for this keyword. Then we have relative rank again to that keyword. So our main product is place 72. Only 2 other ASINs appear here and they're placed on 3051. So as you can see, this keyword is not super relevant for us. And position rank is usually for the first ASIN in a multi-ASIN search. So it counts it for this specific ASIN. All right, so this one is 72. Let me just show it to you right here. So we have it position rank 72. We can also see it here in the relative rank because it's ranked 72. Competitor rank average is 40.5 because only 2 competitors are ranking and they are together giving you like the average of 40.5 average between them, between the competitors. And finally, competitor performance score 3.6 for this keyword because again, there are only 2 ranking competitors for this keyword and their competitor rank average is 40.5. As you can see, it's 30 plus 51, not counting our product, divided by 2. So ranking competitor is 40.5. That's not a good keyword there for us. Also, what we can do here, we can sort by. And there's different things to sort by phrases, from A to Z, from Z to A, by Cerebro IQ score, by search volume. You can also kind of sort it here by clicking on things here. So for example, you can simply search by, you can kind of segment it by search volume or by the volume trend as you feel comfortable here. And that covers Helium 10 Cerebro. Now up here, you're gonna find my playlist of other Helium 10 tutorials, over 70 plus tutorials of Helium 10 that you can watch and learn more things about Helium 10 to help you get better results with your Amazon listings, generally with your Amazon products and all your Amazon journey. So click here to watch it. It was really a big pleasure making this tutorial for you. Wish you a great day. Go watch more videos of Helium 10. Bye bye.